Fantastic. And Jalal, talk a little bit about. I know there were three exciting projects when we started talking. Right,
Mhm.
one being one of the anchor. I was fascinated by the fact that it's such core IP from Middle East. Right, it's rare, it's unique. Where did the idea come from? Tell us a little bit about the creative DNA.
Okay, so it started actually as a conversation with my partner Evan, and we had been sort of curating this series of short stories to see what we could do with them because I had over 120 of them, and I'm an Arab American, and a lot of what I write. What I used to write in sort of the prose space and the short story novel space had always an Arabic lens to it, and so I sent a whole bunch of stories to Evan, and he's like, we could do something with these. I'm like, really? And I was like, yeah, which one do you want to work on? And he's like, no, I think we could use all of them to create an anthology. And so that sort of spearheaded the idea. And then we were talking about recent anthologies like Black Mirror, Love, Death, and Robots. We were talking about, our love for things like The Twilight Zone, and sort of like this idea of these strange tales that are not what they seem to be. And so there existed in the space of like Love, Death, and Robots and Black Mirror, right? Very technologically sophisticated ideas that were sort of being dramatized in a way that surprised you and entertained you. But we did we noticed that there was such a through line with my writing and mythology, and also the connection of the Arabic culture, but from an American lens. So that's when Evan was like, "We need to put these together with a framing device that pays lip service to that, and actually highlights that, and always points to this idea of a connective mythology throughout the world, and a connective mythology being hosted by this primary story that's really from an Arab origin." And from there, we just let our imaginations run wild. So, and we took this desert folklore story about these young lovers who were separated because their tribes were traveling the desert together, and they fell in love. But then, as the Bedouin tradition is, all tribes go their own ways, so they were separated. But the man in that relationship was so love struck and sort of torn apart that he left his tribe and spent years wandering the desert searching for his lost Layla, and his name was Case. And then, so later on, every time there was a Bedouin tribe that walked around where he was searching for her, they saw him babbling about her and sort of being crazy. So they said, okay, they labeled him Majnun, which in Arabic means crazy. So that's the tale of Majnun and Layla. It's a very simple, sort of very elegant romantic story, and I think it speaks to sort of a lot of what the culture is